All right, team, let's be real. We are all swimming in a sea of new AI tools, and honestly, it can feel a little overwhelming. But what if you had a clear, practical way to cut through all that noise? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk through a proven framework for evaluating these tools so you can bring AI into our work with real strategy and confidence, not just, chasing the latest shiny object.
This quote, it really hits home, doesn't it? It's not saying that the old way was wrong, not at all. It's just that the tools we have now have completely changed the game. AI is a whole new professional landscape, and to be effective, we've got to evolve right along with it. This is all about upgrading our toolkit for a new era of work.
And this right here, this is the absolute heart of the matter. Please hear this. AI is not here to replace your expertise. It's here to amplify it. Your deep domain knowledge is actually more critical than it has ever been. Think about it like this. A spreadsheet doesn't make someone a financial analyst, right? But it makes a great analyst faster, sharper, and way more precise. That's exactly what we're aiming for here. A tool to unleash the incredible work you already do.
Okay, so enough with the big ideas. Let's get practical. In this first section, let's dig into what this new AI landscape really looks like for your day-to-day. We're going to look at the very real shift from how things used to be to what's possible right now.
Now, take a look at this slide, because I bet that before column feels pretty familiar. Spending hours and hours on manual reviews, making big calls based on intuition. And look, intuition is valuable, but it's so hard to explain or defend when someone asks, why? It's that moment you have to say, well, it's my professional judgment. But now, look at the after column. This is where we are going. The tedious stuff gets flagged by AI, your expert judgment gets backed by hard data, and those reports that used to take you days, they now take a couple of hours.
And that's the key. The difference between these two worlds isn't measured in a few minutes saved here and there. We are talking about hours. Hours saved every single week. That frees you up to do the high-level strategic work that really truly requires your brainpower. So, the big question is, how do we actually cross that bridge? How do we get from the before to the after and get those hours back? Well, it takes a real plan, not just randomly trying out new tools. And that is exactly where this evaluation framework comes into play. It's a practitioner's toolkit designed to give you a structured path forward.
So I want you to think of this framework as your compass. In a world where it feels like 1,000 new AI tools pop up every single day, this gives you a structured, repeatable way to figure out what's actually useful and what's just noise. It gives you the context you need to make smart, informed calls about what we adopt and maybe more importantly, why we're adopting it.
Okay, so let's break this thing down. The whole framework really rests on 3 core pillars. They're super simple, they're logical, and they make sure you never, ever miss a critical step when you're thinking about this stuff.
First up, strategy and planning. And look, this is the absolute non-negotiable first step. Before you even think about a specific tool, you have to know what problem you're trying to solve. What's the objective? What does winning even look like? It's like planning a road trip, right? You don't just get in the car and start driving, you pick a destination first. This makes sure every little thing we do is pulling in the same direction, towards our bigger goals.
Okay, so once you know where you're going, it's time to actually start the engine. This next pillar, implementation and execution, is all about turning that beautiful strategy into a reality. This is where the rubber meets the road. It means picking the right tools, getting the right people on the bus, and managing the whole process with real discipline to get it done.
And finally, our third pillar, measurement and optimization. Because you've all heard this before, but it's so true. What gets measured gets managed. We have to define what success looks like in numbers, track how we're doing, and then use that data to get better and better over time. And this is key. We need to track what actually matters. Don't just track hours saved. Track the number of new strategic proposals we generated with that saved time. That's how you prove real value.
Okay, so that's the what, the 3 pillars of our framework. Now let's get into the how. In this next section, we're going to look at a real action playbook for putting all of this to work in the real world.
And this isn't just theory. This is a battle-tested checklist that I've seen work time and time again. You start by getting an honest look at where you are today. You define what winning looks like with crystal clear metrics, and this one's huge. You bring your stakeholders along for the ride right from the beginning. Then, you roll things out in small, manageable phases. You invest in training our people, and you constantly monitor and adjust. It's a cycle. Now, let's talk reality for a second. It's not always going to be a smooth, easy ride. You will hit these challenges. But the trick is to see them coming.
These aren't signs you're failing. They're just known variables we can plan for. If we expect a little resistance to change, for example, we can build education and clear communication into our plan from day one.
And anticipating those challenges brings me to this. This is probably one of the most crucial pieces of wisdom I can share. A lot of that resistance we just talked about, it comes from a fear of being automated out of a job. That's why your judgment is so incredibly important here. The goal is not automation for automation's sake. The most valuable skill you have is deciding which tasks get a boost from AI and which tasks absolutely need that irreplaceable human touch. All right, let's bring it all home. As we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with the most critical points, the things that you should really jot down and remember as you start to use this framework.
So if you forget everything else, just remember these 5 things. 1. Strategy always comes first. 2. If you can't measure success, you don't know if you're winning. 3. Invest in our people. They are everything. 4. Be ready to pivot and adapt. And 5. Governance and risk management, that is not an optional afterthought. It's day one must-have stuff.
And I really want this to be the main idea you walk away with. This whole framework, this entire conversation, it's not about reducing your workload. It's about elevating it. It's about letting the machines handle the repetitive stuff so you can focus on the strategic, creative, high-impact stuff. The person who really thrives with AI isn't doing less work. They're doing better work.
So I'll leave you with this question. The technology is here. It has the power to amplify your expertise in ways we're just starting to wrap our heads around. So the real question isn't about the tech anymore. It's for us. Are you prepared to step up and actually guide that change? Because that is the massive opportunity sitting right in front of you right now.